Nicole Davis.
And I'm Ellie McCoy.
SGA has passed new laws limiting concourse campaigning and off-campus campaigning. Campaigns will now be limited to 10 people being able to campaign on each concourse. Additionally, electronic devices will not be allowed to accumulate votes off-campus.
SGA hopes that these laws will ensure the safety of students, level the playing field for Greek and non-Greek candidates, and make it easier for students to get to their designated location. The law also hopes to protect any students from legal charges that they may come across by doing off-campus campaigning.
New details have emerged following Auburn President Dr. Stephen Leith's time at Iowa State University, particularly his use of university aircraft. The purchase of a Cirrus SR22 aircraft at Iowa State has called into question to determine if the purchase was actually made in the interest of the university. The Board of Regents at Iowa State University supported the purchase of the Cirrus SR22 because it was used as a tool for fostering and building relationships and to facilitate the president's fundraising activities.
According to the Board of Regents, Leith's 2016 spring break trip to his home in Ashe County, North Carolina was, quote, widely reported and known by the university and the Board of Regents. Since the flight to North Carolina was used as an instrument flight rules training for a full-time university pilot, internal and external audits have found that no additional cost was made to the university and that President Leith's assistance to the pilot's IFR requirement actually provided benefit to the university. Leith was already paid Iowa State over $14,000 to cover the cost of 55 hours of personal training on the aircraft.
Former Auburn assistant track coach Adrian Gri is suing the Board of Trustees at Auburn for discrimination. Gri claims he was discriminated against and his contract was not renewed due to an altercation with another assistant track coach, according to AL.com. Gri, who is of Romanian descent, served as an assistant coach with the track and field team from January 2014 to May 2016. The altercation in question took place in October 2015.
Gri is now the assistant coach for the Toledo women's track and field team. The university has only responded with no comment.
SGA held a town meeting in Langdon Hall on Thursday about a pressing issue.
SGA is hosting its first of 2 town halls this semester, and this one is around sexual assault awareness and prevention. We have representatives from health and wellness, campus safety, Title IX, Green Dot, and Safe Harbor.
I think access to police and having a safe place to report is one of those big things. So calling Safe Harbor first and foremost to just say, here's all the options. And remember, it's coming from that place of belief is always a good place to start. Because even if you don't want to go to law enforcement or even Kelly's office, there's a lot Safe Harbor can provide from an accommodation standpoint. And it all starts with belief, for sure. So.
We decided and picked this topic before the incident with the student on the Tiger Transit actually happened. And we knew when that event happened that this was an even more pertinent topic to talk about on Auburn's campus, and so we decided to continue moving forward with it.
If you have experienced sexual assault, you can contact Auburn University's Safe Harbor program by calling their 24/7 crisis line, 334-844-SAFE.
Governor Kay Ivey will speak this Thursday on campus as part of the Women's Leadership Institute with the College of Liberal Arts. The lecture corresponds with the university's celebration of 125 years of Auburn women. In a lecture titled Auburn Women Leaders Past and Present, Ivey will be joined by former Student Government Association presidents Sydney Holland Torbett and Lauren Hayes Smith, as well as current SGA president Jacqueline Keck. The 3 presidents are the only female SGA presidents the university has ever had.
The lecture will begin at 4 p.m. in Telfair Pete Theater, and the event is free and open to the public with limited seating. Tickets can be reserved by email to barbara.baker@auburn.edu.
After the break, a look at some upcoming events on the Plains. You're watching Eagle Eye News.
This is a place where it only takes a second to imagine your future. Grasp a new concept in class. Inspire a child's curiosity. Discover a real-world solution. Seize an unexpected opportunity.
There goes Davis!
This is where you gain the preparation, confidence, and determination to succeed. This is Auburn.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Auburn University has announced a new online Master of Engineering degree. Christopher B. Roberts, the Dean of Samuel Ginn College of Engineering, called the program a direct response to the needs of Alabama industry and will bolster our economic development efforts by providing graduate students with a solid foundation of engineering and project management principles. Students who have a bachelor degree in engineering or a minimum of 5 years relevant work experience are eligible to apply for the program, which offers focuses in manufacturing, occupational safety and ergonomics, systems engineering, and product innovation. The program will be launched in spring 2018.
First Baptist Church of Opelika hosted the Compassion Experience last week. The Compassion Experience is an interactive tour that immerses visitors into the daily life of a foreign country. The Compassion Experience, set up in Opelika, featured lives of 2 children living in Kenya and the Dominican Republic. The tour through these children's lives was self-guided through the use of an iPod and headset through 1,700 square feet of interactive space. Over 2,400 people visited the exhibit over the 5 days it was set up, and 156 children were sponsored.
Alpha Chi Omega hosted a walk a mile in her shoes on Sunday afternoon. Eagle Eye's Kate Evans has more.
The Alpha Chi Omega sorority held the Walk a Mile in Her Shoes event to raise awareness for women of domestic violence, and money raised went to the Domestic Violence Intervention Center of Opelika.
The event is just a fun way for Greek fraternities and male organizations to be involved in the conversation of domestic violence and sexual assault on Auburn's campus. So it's just a fun atmosphere of walking a mile in her shoes, literally in high heels, so that they can play a part in just spreading awareness about domestic violence and sexual assault on campus.
It's fun to just come out here and support these girls and what they're trying to do and get accomplished, and it's for a good cause.
So you should all leave here feeling really good about yourselves and what you're doing, because it is going towards something tremendous. So thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
The money raised Sunday will go towards basic needs like new driver's licenses, shoes, and diapers.
Hundreds gathered in Lochapoka this weekend for the annual Pioneer Day Festival. The event featured vendors and exhibitors scattered throughout Pioneer Park and downtown Lochapoka.
The festival was hosted by the Lee County Historical Society to showcase life of Lee County residents in the late 1800s and early 1900s. Lee County Historical Society board member Paul Mask said, "To me, this is kind of special because it does have the crops growing here. So kids can actually see the sweet potatoes pulled up. We got the corn being shelled here. They can take part in it."
After the break, a look at a surprising reason Canadian man fined a man for noise disruption.
What's coming up this week? You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader. has been fined by Montreal police for singing along too loudly in his car.
Tofik Moala was singing along to 1990's hit, Gonna Make You Sweat, when police pulled him over and gave him a $149 ticket for being too loud in public. Moala says he plans to fight the ticket and says he didn't think his singing was as deafening as authorities claim it was. If I got pulled over every single time I was singing as loud as I could in my car, I'd have 100 tickets by now.
I know, my parents would be so mad. That's all we have for you this afternoon on Eagle Eye News. For all your news updates throughout the week, head to our website, eagleeyeauburn.com. I'm Nicole Davis.
And I'm Ellie McCoy. Thanks for watching, and War Eagle.